These are the two small topics. As far as theory exam is considered, many times the question is asked on this. In community medicine, there are only three topics on which the question is asked in theory. Differentiate between. First topic is differentiate between case control study and cohort study. Second topic is differentiate between the droplet infection and droplet nuclei. And third topic, which is asked under the headings of differentiate between food adulteration and food fortification. So this is for as far as your exam is considered. So what topic has to be prepared, you must know. Now coming to the today's topic, food adulteration and food fortification. These are the two different terminologies. Food adulteration means the non-food substances when added to the food material which are going to be consumed by the human being, maybe in the small quantity or in a large quantity, the food becomes adulterated. Food becomes adulterated means not to be consumed. That food is not allowed to be consumed. So consumption is not possible. If you consume, your health will become bad. You will become sick. This is food adulteration. Food fortification means here the small quantities of these vitamins or minerals, they are intentionally added to decrease or to reduce the nutritional disorders in the community. So now coming to the what is the introduction of food adulteration? There are few things which are intentionally added for three things. One is to increase the shelf life of the food material. Number two is to change the color of the food material. And three is to increase the taste of the food material. So what are the things? The example of this: to increase the shelf life, to increase the taste and better color of the food material. What are the examples? Biscuit, ketchup, mango pickle. In this, the few things are added to increase the taste, shelf life and the color. So what are the things added? They are classified under two headings. Food additives of first category and food additives of second category. Food additives of first category, as I told you, they are added to increase the taste, texture, whether it is smooth or hard, to increase the color, to get the better color and to increase the taste. So what are the things added? Number one is saccharine is added instead of sugar. Ascorbic is added to make the food material its better texture. Then the other turmeric powder is added to get the better coloration. So these are the few things. But if they are added in excessive quantity, if somebody is consuming a lot of alcohol intentionally or consuming the what we call as this coffee, so a lot of alcohol is consumed means cirrhosis of liver and the CA liver. Lot of consumption of coffee means you will suffer from the carcinoma of bladder. Lot of non-vegetarian foods are consumed means those are likely to get the CA colon. So these are the few things that we can add, we can delete from our day-to-day food material. So additives of first categories are saccharine, ascorbic acid, turmeric powder. So these are the things which are added in small quantities. But they will not prevent any disorders. But additives of second categories, so these are, first categories are intentionally added. Additives of second category, second classification is they are not intentionally added, but they are accidentally or incidentally added to the food material during packer food, during packing, during practices which are used by the farmers in the farm. So during packing, processing and practices which are used by the farmer in the farm, these are the key three, which these are discussed under the additives of second category. And additives of second category are harmful to the human body. So this is the difference between additive of first category and the second category. How to define this? Food adulteration. Food adulteration is defined as these are the substances which are added in a small quantity or a large quantity to get the better texture, to better appearance, better long shelf life, and those are not harmful for the human being. But what happens is, to prevent the food adulteration, there are two laws. They are called as Act. Food Prevention Act and Food Prevention Act. This I will discuss in the last. Now coming to the food fortification. What is meant by food fortification? Food fortification means, so this concludes the by and large the adulteration. Food fortification, these are the things in the form of minerals or the vitamins. They are intentionally added to prevent the nutritional disorder. For example, in salt, we intentionally add iron to reduce the iron deficiency. We intentionally add the iodine to reduce the disorder of thyroid. We intentionally add vitamin A or vitamin D to reduce the vitamin A and the vitamin D deficiency in the form of brittle bone or in the form of night blindness, corneal etc. Keratomalacia, osteomalacia. So, this food fortification means what? They will reduce the night blindness, brittleness of bone. They will reduce the. If there is a fluorine deficiency, the fluorides are added in the water for fluorination of the water. Because the fluoride deficiency will cause the dental caries. To avoid the dental caries, they are added. So what are the things which are added in the as a food adulterative material? What is added in cereals or rice? Small pieces of stone, plastic pieces, even small pieces of wood, they are added. So instead of turmeric powder, what is added is brick powder. What is added is the powder which has been used for preparing the coffee or a used powder of coffee or a tea. What is added is, if you visit our so-called Park Chowpatty, you get the better smell, better taste, better coloration of gobi manchurian. But what is added in that is Jimon is added, which is harmful to the liver and the human body. So best way to try to prepare this gobi manchurian or whatever the food you want to prepare at home. You can get the better taste. So these are this, even a mud can be added in the material. In the dal, what is added is kesari dal, which is harmful for the nervous tissue. Now, what are the acts there? There are two acts, I have told you: Food Prevention Act and the Food Prevention Act. The act against this prevention of adulteration is passed by our Indian Parliament in 1954. But still, the adulteration practices are going on. What are the harmful things we get because of adulteration? There are two things we get. Number one is, we have to pay more for low quality of the food. We have to pay more for low quality of the food. Number two is when this food is consumed, that food has got the harmful effect on the human body. So to prevent that, these are the two laws: Food Prevention Act and the Fruit Prevention Act. They are amended by, they are passed by our Indian Parliament in 1954, and this law is amended in 1964, 1974 and 1986. Aim is to get the better quality of the food. But still, the shopkeepers, they sell the adulterated food. So, then how to get the standard food for consumption? For that, there are 4 standards. So, Central Bureau of Food Standards Committee, Central Committee of Food Standards is there. Its offices are situated, regional offices are situated at 4 places in India: Delhi, Faridabad, Pune and Hyderabad. So these are the 4 regional offices which carry out the study and see that the consumer get the better standard food material. So there are 4 standards which have been settled at the state level, international level, state level, national level, international, national, state and the local. So at international level, there is a committee called as Codex Alimentarius. This committee lays the standards for food standards, that food has to be consumed by the consumer. This is at the international level, Codex Alimentarius. At national level, Food Protection Act Committee lays the standard for getting the better quality, better standard and the quality of the food. At state level, we get the egg mark. If you purchase the packaged food, at the bottom of that package, you get the egg mark. So just confirm that egg mark and you can purchase that. And there is one more standard called as ISI standard, Indian standard. So this you must check before purchasing this, any type of food. So this concludes the today's talk.